what it do? It's your girl Mocha Baby, and welcome back to my channel. If you are a newbie, welcome. Hey, how you doing? What's popping with you? Thank you for following me. If you have been following me for some time, hey, how you doing? How's life treating you? You know how we get it popping on this channel. We're all just one big happy family, and that is what it's all about on this channel. So we're just going to dive right into it. I'm going to keep it very, very brief with this particular video because I kind of want to get some things out to you guys tonight. And as well as we already, like I said in the last video I did on this topic, have so much and so many things coming at us. I just kind of want to put my 2 cents in and kind of tie up the last video that I did on the election last week. And kind of just tie it up in a neat bow as I can, because this has been a very, very messy election from start to finish, and even post-election is really, really messy, and it's just a whole lot of stuff that's going on that really does not need to be. I want to start by saying that we have one more thing to do here in Georgia, because when you have a mission, or you set out to do something and you win one thing, you don't just stop then, because it's kind of like you won the battle but the war has just started. So in order to win the war, you got to keep going and got to keep doing and grinding and doing what you're doing to get to the finish line. It's much the same with this. We don't stop with just the one at the helm, which would be the president or president-elect in this situation. We got to have a supporting team under him so that he can get things done. Without that supporting team, it's going to constantly be this, and then we're going to be in the same predicament that we are in right now, which is we're trying to get out of. So in Georgia, we have one more thing to do. We got one more mission. We got to take control of the Senate. It has come down to us. We just showed how we step. We just showed how we turn up on them. So we got to do it one more time. We got to put John Ossoff in there, and we got to put Reverend Warnock in there. It's time to vote just like we did in this election here. We got to do it in the runoff again. We got to show up, step, show out, and show them how we get it done. We got to show them just how tired we are and that we want change, and this is how we're going to get to it. It's not going to be easy. It's probably going to be very, very difficult, because when you're going into something that somebody just done messed up on every account, you got to straighten all that stuff out before you even get to trying to do new things, you feel me? So he got to straighten out all the stuff that 405 has jacked up and dipped up. He ain't got to do redo, recalibrate, take wires out, put them back together, uncross this, and then get to, the other things that he wants to do, that probably he's been wanting to do his entire political career, being that this time running for president, which I did not know that until a couple days ago, to be honest. But you know what they say, the third time is the charm. So my hat is off to you, President-elect Joe Biden and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris. I am excited to see what happens. Not saying that it's going to be perfect, not saying that it's going to be overnight, not saying that we're not gonna, sometimes we're not gonna even like everything they do. We're human, they're human, there is a margin of error, but at the end of the day, we know that they are the best ones, best suited for the job, that their principles and ways align with what we stand for here in the United States. Moving on from that, is interesting to me to see how 45 is reacting and dealing with his loss, how we haven't heard from him in days outside of those Twitter fingers, he's, saying things on Twitter, but outside of that, he's been radio silent. It's really interesting how before, how we just heard so much from him. Now it's like nothing. We don't hear anything. Like, it's really impressive. President Trump silent, you guys? That's unheard of, isn't it? That's unheard of for this man to be quiet for this long. Surely he's not being quiet. Is he sulking? Do he know that he's lost? And he can't stand it because he's the type of person, he doesn't know how to take a loss. You win some, you lose some. You lost this one. Man up. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps and man up and concede, admit that you lost, so we can get the transition of power started and it be a smooth transition. Instead of all this extra noise, rah, 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 he, that you keeping up, that it makes you look more foolish and it's embarrassing you, embarrassing yourself. Why take yourself through that? There's no way that you can get these people to say that you won the election, because it's crystal clear that you did not, and coming up with all these false litigations and all these different things in court, trying to get them to go against the vote and saying that there was some votes illegal that was counted and that they did something to the vote and just all this crazy, idiotic things. Just stop. He really needs to stop it. Just let it go. Like, go play golf. Go do that for the rest of your days. It's what you're doing now anyway. So just go play golf. Just ride on off into the sunset and play your golf. Don't make this more difficult and embarrassing for yourself than it has to be, because that's what you're doing now. You're making yourself look foolish and stupid, and nobody has the nuts to tell you that. Nobody, which is really sad. His family, his daughter, his wife, somebody should stand up to him and tell him to stop the foolishness. You lost. Man up. Call this man, concede, and tell him what he needs to know, so they can start doing the transitions and all this. And instead, you got your camp holding up this stuff. Not thinking if they hold it up, it's not gonna happen. It's still gonna happen. You just being a nuisance. Stop being a nuisance, because that's what got you in this predicament, being a nuisance. If you had been a better leader, it wouldn't be a need for all this now. So just accept defeat and move on. And, all get on with our lives. We can all stop talking about how insane he is and just turn the page. Because after all, we're going from chapter 45 to chapter 46 now. So, and I'm pretty much going to end it right there. If you are not subscribed to me, please do so by hitting the red box down below. And then after you do that, you can ring the bell to ensure that you're notified every time I make a video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting. And as always, stay blessed, stay fly, and may angels be encamped around and about you. Until next time.